What's up YouTube? I'm Melanie Morrison, personal trainer and nutritionist, and today we're going to talk about common myths in the fitness and wellness industry. So probably one of the most common ones I get is, does eating fat or consuming fat products make you fat? And a big answer is no. Fat is so essential to our bodies. We need it to produce energy. We need it to stabilize our blood sugar. It's a precursor for hormones. It lubricates our skin. It is a component of all our cells. So the cell integrity, or the barrier around our cells, holds the shape of our cells. It keeps toxins out of the cells. So fat is so essential to our body, and there's so much need for it. And it's important that we get a better quality of fat versus just consuming fat. So if you're eating good fats like olive oil, hemp oil, coconut oil, ghee, sunflower seed oil. So fat is so essential to the body, and those are the type of oils that you want to use. It's very important to get them in your meals throughout the day. You want to think about getting maybe a tablespoon of fat per meal. So for example, in the morning, maybe you'll put the whole egg and not just the egg whites. Or for lunch, maybe if you're having a salad, you can put some hemp oil on it or some olive oil, some fresh oils on it, so that you're getting that fat throughout the day. You're consuming fat for the energy, so you're getting the fat that you need throughout your day. For dinner, you can use some kind of olive oil or ghee to kind of cook the chicken or whatever food you're going to make. By consuming a tablespoon of some type of fat, a mixture of saturated fats and unsaturated fats, it'll give you a lot of energy and help to stabilize your blood sugar and hormone balance. So those are all essential things that we need. So the next one we'll get into is plant-based diets. Do plant-based diets make you lean? And the answer to this is no. So if you're not eating meat, you're obviously going to have to find a substitute to help with the protein, to help with the energy, to help with the calories. So quite often people turn to carbohydrates like pastas and breads and things that may not benefit us to make us lean. So if you're consuming a lot of carbohydrates and you're not really burning off the glucose or the fuel from that, you're going to end up storing fat from the overuse of carbohydrates or overeating of carbohydrates. So plant-based diets are super beneficial because they have a lot of enzymes in plants, and that's going to help us digest food. That's going to help us with our nutrients, because they're also very nutrient dense. But the main thing with plant-based diets is choosing the right carbohydrates or choosing the right substitutes for meat. So you want to still make sure you're getting the protein. You still want to make sure that you're getting carbohydrates that aren't going to be stored in as fat because they're so processed, or there's just so many carbohydrates in it and you're not using them. So carbohydrates are obviously essential. Your body needs them for vitamins and minerals. The fiber from them is very important for the healthy bacteria in your gut. They're a source of energy. But with all that energy, the fuel, whatever you want to call it, if you're not utilizing it, that will be stored as fat. So if you're not making the right choices for carbohydrates and substituting your meats, that will actually make you gain weight. So making good choices like root vegetables or beans and lentils, depending on how you feel about that with your stomach. Some people, it doesn't really agree with them. Those are all good substitutes, but things like pasta and bread, heavy carbs like white rice, all that kind of thing, that will actually make you gain weight. So that may not be the goal that you're looking for. So the next one we'll get into is consuming a lot of protein to help you gain muscle. So this is also another myth. So with this, people often feel they need to have a protein shake after they work out, consume protein at every single meal, and by protein they usually do chicken or some type of meat product, feeling like that's the only source of protein. But you want to keep in mind that there is literally protein in everything. Every vegetable, there's amino acids in every vegetable, every fruit, every grain, literally everything. So you may be actually getting more protein than you think. And with this as well, your protein stays in your body for up to 24 hours. So obviously we want those 8 essential amino acids. We've kind of shown in the past that you were supposed to eat them all in one meal to have a complete protein. But now we've done enough research that shows that your body can actually hold protein up to 24 hours. So as long as you're consuming a variety of amino acids or proteins throughout the day, that will enable you to have that complete protein to build muscle, to repair tissue, and all those factors of why we consume protein. So the last one we'll get into is weightlifting. Does weightlifting make you jacked? This is a big one for women. This is a conversation I've had with many clients who are worried about getting jacked and lifting weights. So one thing you want to take in mind, when you're jacked, or the Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of look, there's so much work that goes into that. There's so many hours that go into training for that. dedication with the way that you're eating, dedication to how often you're in the gym, the amount of hours you're in the gym. Keep in mind, those people are working out a crazy amount through the week and maybe even twice a day. So with that, you want to take that in mind. If you're only working out 3 days a week, and it's a mixture of weightlifting and cycling, or even if you are just weightlifting 3 days a week, you're very unlikely to become jacked just from those 3 workouts a week. And on top of that, especially for women don't have the type of testosterone that men do that would make them really jacked like that or build a lot of muscle. Weightlifting is super important, and if you're someone who's looking to lean out, weightlifting will actually help. So by building that lean muscle, you'll be burning more fat, and that will help you to lean out. So with lean muscle and less fat in your body, you'll need less energy required to perform your daily tasks throughout the day. So you won't be as burned out. You'll have more energy at the end of the day if you have that lean muscle mass and if you have less body fat. And not to mention, with the movements like squats, like lunges, all the basic functional movements, so you'll be able to move better throughout the day, just performing daily tasks as well. So those are common myths that we have in the fitness industry. If you like this content, like, subscribe. And again, my name is Melanie Morrison, and see you next time.